So we'll get started here in a minute, guys. One more thing, and oh man, some of this stuff I should probably do way before I start my stream. All right. All right. Okay. I think I'm done saying okay enough so far, so let's go ahead and get moving. So, alright, so just kind of a recap from yesterday. So we made it, we finished up the campaign from Ingeson. We are now in Signia. I do have one quest that's left, and that is the Death Eater quest. This one is actually back in Theo, and I haven't actually made my way back that way just yet. So I'll either get to this one tonight or tomorrow. I think yesterday I said I would actually get to it today, but we'll see. I really want to spend some time in Signia today and kind of make some progress. We've got, looks like, quite a road ahead of us, considering some of these. We've got about a campaign quest per level. So yeah, we've got quite a bit of time we're going to be spending here. So we'll should be interesting. I'm actually going to drop a lot of these other quests real fast. So, this one. Invasion suit. What is this word? Is it's level 20. Okay, let's drop that. Dark Poeta. I'm never gonna end up going back to. The event. 10% recovery. 5 of them. Get some delicious chocolate. Alright, well. Maybe I'll hang on to that one, I guess. Big Boy Shugo, okay, I do want that one. Oh yeah, alright. Synced on. We'll go ahead and keep that one for the... Oh shit, that one's actually ready to turn in. And... Steak Mage. What in the world? Why do I keep missing these? Seems like I keep forgetting. Wait, no, actually I can get that now, can I? Sync from the support manual. Special cube, where are you? Numbing blow. Come on. Alright, so numbing blow. Just stick my mastery on here. Probably not. Ooh, there is. Okay, way over there. Alright, let's pick up some quests. Then let's see, do I want to bind here? Why not? Let's bind here. Why not? I am really tempted to see if we can get some time to do some dredging. I really miss those. I always thought those were a lot of fun. A little bit of PvP, a little bit of PvE. But the reason why I haven't is because I just haven't really wanted to veer away from our main goal here. BT. My master. Alright, remove. Oh, look at that. Nice. Numbing blow. Which one's Speeder Stigma? Increases casting time by 50%. Okay. So what about the area around the caster inflicts damage upon up to 6. No snap, we get an AoE, but it's got a 2-minute cooldown. Well, fine. I have no idea where to put that, but alright, so I've also got some crap to sell off. Surely I can sell it to you guys. Probably not. Alright. So I don't care. If this stuff's not going to be relevant by the time 6.0 comes anyway, so these damn lock boxes. I think I bring up these lock boxes every single time I start playing, because I have yet to ever get a key. So put that there. Sugar candy form. What I got for stigma shards? 130. These are 40s. Wow. Keep those. That can be trashed. Alright. Alright, I think I'm good. sell this one last item. No, I can't sell it. Alright. So new, I don't want the event, I don't want the sanctum. Resurgence shoes. That's Sleepstone. Oh, I never did finish that. And probably not going to. Alright. So the man on the couch, hey man, thanks. Thanks for the follow. Let's see. Alright. So yeah, like I said, we've got quite a road ahead of us with these campaigns, and I'm already tired. It's been such a long day. So alright, let's get going with as much as this as we can. Back to the grinds. But at least it's a new area, so it should be fun, at least, right? Getting into new zones always kind of helps break up the monotony of the game. Except for this one, unless we actually start leveling quite fast, it might look like we're going to be here for quite a while. At least probably about 9 more levels to about 65, but we'll see. Some of these campaigns you don't have, well actually yeah, you do. Some of the campaigns require you to be a certain level, but sometimes they'll let you do them a tad bit early. Just really depends on the campaign. Alright, so I got those. Anything over here? Anything? Find that hard to believe. What is it that there it is. Loomis Vespine. I need to bind that. I need to bind this key. It's it's a long reach. What is that, number 6? 7. Yeah, I can't even reach that. Well, what's this? Something special over here. Nope, Loomis Vespine. Probably somewhere else too. Alright, so they're all over here. I've already been over that way. And come up over here. fly. It's one thing I absolutely love about Aion. I know I really kind of like their battle mechanics. Um, battle. I guess it's kind of the same thing. Combat, their combat system is the chains that you know. Actually, you can build your own chains now. I think you're allowed up to like what six custom ones, which I have not. I myself have not done. Uh, I haven't really seen the need for them just yet, but I'm pretty positive they come in handy during PvP. It's really the only. It's probably really the only thing I could really see. Um, the actual use for them. The other one would be is like say you're a cleric or a healing chanter, if that's even a thing anymore. Yeah, that might be useful at times. Let's see, three more. Hey, look at this. I guess we'll go over here. Mist. Oh, wait, I already got what I needed. Alrighty then. Oh, man. It's such a long day. So, one of the things I was talking about with somebody the other day was a few of the upcoming changes for 6.0, which I don't necessarily think has been announced at all for North America. It might have been, but that much I actually really don't know. The only thing I was able to actually find was the translated version of the Korean patch notes, and one of the, I guess, more interesting things that I noticed was, I mean, actually, it doesn't even seem like it's the same game. Um, like, I mean, they're removing so many of the starting. I don't really want to say the starting areas. Like for Ilios, it'd be like Verderon. I think they're getting rid of Heron. I think, or I know they're getting rid of Verderon, Theo, and what is a couple of others. They're getting rid of 4 zones for Ilios, and then 4 for the Osmos. Um, and then they're getting rid of, I think, 1 or 2 areas in Bellaria, and then they're completely revamping the Sanctum area. So the major cities, they're ripping out a ton of stuff. Actually, before I forget, I need to get scrolls going back to Aquis headquarters. Yeah, I was actually quite shocked at actually what all they're gonna be tearing out, because it actually changes some of the plans that I had for when I hit 75. One of them was, of course, one of the things that I don't really ever work on professions right away. I normally focus on quests, leveling, and then when I get to max, I can focus on the things that are kind of more on the side, pre-end game. And let's see, quest I can turn it over here. So yeah, I like to focus on things that are more uh, end game and kind of the things on the side. Of course, crafting. But I found out in the patch notes that they are removing all of the old uh, crafting professions. So armor smithing, weaponsmithing, alchemy, which I actually planned on doing, is all getting removed in the Korean version. Now I don't know if any of that's actually going to make it to um, the EU or NA versions, but supposedly that's what's happening. Uh, so which ones do I normally do? Let's see, 12 attack. I don't want magic boost right now. Crits. Actually, crit's probably what I want. Yep. Crit. And a crit. Crit allows me to knock people down. So I have one left. Right. Yeah. Alright. But yeah, actually no, but I think I still have it up here. Oh, yeah, so so yeah, the following zones are actually getting removed from the Ilios side. It's Verderon, Eltnan, Theobomos, and Luma. And then Osmodea, they're getting rid of Altgard, Morheim, uh, Brostunnen, and Norsvold. So yeah, those are big areas. Those are areas that have been around for a very well, actually, a very long time. I mean, they've been around since the beginning. But one of the um, one of the notes here is that they're getting rid of. So they're keeping gathering and aether extraction. No, actually, no, wait, no. Hold on. Gathering and aether extraction skills have been removed. Essence tapping and morphing are being changed. So it looks like they're keeping essence tapping. So I guess all of your minerals and stuff. So your plants, your fish, and your metals. Looks like they're keeping. Magical crafting is staying. And then they're getting rid of production skills, which is alchemy, weaponsmithing, armor smithing, tailoring, handcrafting, cooking, and construction. Well, and then well, actually no. And then here it says magical morph have been. Oh, magical morph has been removed. Okay. And I actually haven't touched magical crafting or magical morph, so I really don't know very much about them. And then all crafting related quests and related items have been removed. Yeah, that's pretty big. That puts a big damper on a lot of the stuff I was gonna do. Um, yeah, that's it'll be interesting to see what actually comes of that. Um, I mean the versions. I mean, it seems so. I don't want to say they're vastly different, but I would say from my experience that typically what happens in Korean version, we'll see some sort of variant, if not all of it, in the North American and EU versions. All right, I need a quartermaster. Armor supply. It's a trade broker. What's this guy? Serenium metals. I need a quartermaster. Come on. What's this? Metals. 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 Fortune Steward. Oh, come on. They've got to have a. I hate this. Damn map. You can't tell what's what. Oh. All I want are some scrolls. How much is backspace? Oh, 6 million. Okay, that's a little steep. 6 mil, it's a little steep for my pockets right now. Master, where you at? Alright, it's not there. Coin collector. Alright, let's go back over this way. Nope. Yeah, one of the other things that I read off those notes was that they're actually revamping levels, the leveling between level 1 and 75. So 75 was this is all Alabaster stuff, Radiant Ops. I don't plan on doing PvP here. Oh, come on, they've got to have a quartermaster here. Like, what? Really? Serenium. I will give you my Serenium coins for frickin' scrolls, come on. It's not like I'll even need this stuff. So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, they'll, apparently they are redoing the levels between, they're revamping the levels between 1 and 75. 75 is the level cap right now. Once 6.0 comes out, everyone will go to level 80, or that'll be the new cap. And general goods. Let's see, do you have what I need? Do you have what I need? Yes, you do. Thank you. I don't want that. It's gonna be like 10 of them. Alright, there we go. I'll sell you my shit. Oh, I don't have enough bag space. Good lord. Let's get rid of it. I don't even know what I'm doing with these crystals, because I'm not even going to use them. Man.
Come back by any time.
Bag space can be stressful. You know that? Alright, where am I going? But yeah, I also did read. Yeah, I thought I had another quest run out. What's this? Oh, Atrium. Oh, Atrium Sky Fortress. Ooh, do I have time to do that? Remember that one being quite long. I'd save that one for tomorrow. So, alright. Yeah, they said 85, or 82, 75 to 80 would be, would actually, casually playing would take most people a couple of days to level 2. And of course, you can take that for, with a grain of salt, because everybody levels differently. Not to mention, what everybody's term of casual is technically different. Casual for me is, 2 hours a day, alright? Or, for some people, casual should be, or could be, 30 minutes, 40 minutes a day, whatever they can get in. And so, yeah. I mean, it's just something you're going to have to, people are going to just have to take, lightly, I guess. Lightly. I don't know. They'll take it however they want it, right? Alright, let me move my food around. What is, I got 20, crap, I got 27 of those. 27 and 19. Alright, so we'll do this. We'll do water, we'll do the food. Alright, good enough for me. Campaign.
Use the map marked with the ruins location to find those ruins. Then carry out the investigation. And let me know if you discover something new.
And
Aion has landed here.
Vibranium metals. What am I supposed to do with this crap now? Ancient coins. Be nice if you could trade them in for AP, but you know, what good is that going to be? That big guy. First light defense base. DD General. Alright. Good deal. You ever need help, run back to that guy. Let's try this out. Ah, not bad. Not too bad I can only use it every 2 minutes. Let's see. Something over here? Maybe. Maybe not. We do, look. Mud. Well, sorry, it's coral. Star coral. Let's see. Yeah, I got that. What's this? Nothing. Nothing yet. Something else over here. Yes. Alright. So we should be done with this. Well, should be. Let's see, I need those little thingies on the ground. So I'm actually gonna say about everything from this Signia and forward is actually gonna be new for me. Oh come on, what the fuck is that? Weird looking thing. Yeah, so outside of up to about 60, and you know, Signia I don't think was even on the map, you know, pre 3.0. Yeah, I don't have any experience anything after this zone, so where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. So it should be interesting. I'll probably end up going a little bit slower, but mainly because I don't know where everything is now. Like I did with, you know, Ingeson and all the other zones. Those are pretty easy. I've leveled multiple characters through those zones. But I've only done one through Signia. I leveled a ranger a very, very, very long time ago. So a lot of this will probably be new for me again. It's not bad. Not bad. New is good. Keep you on your toes, keep you looking. And you might learn something. Like keeping your buffs up, which I failed to do. That's actually one thing that's still on my list. I talked about it in the past videos. Is I need to get a pet that freaking auto buffs. What am I looking for over here? Alright, star corals, and then what? I need 4 star corals. Alright. Passion what? I don't know. I don't know what any of this stuff wants anymore. I guess the best thing about today is I didn't break anything at work. That's probably the best thing. Uh, Probably the worst thing about today, other than being Tuesday and horrendously busy with meetings, was I ended up finding more issues with package I installed to production last week. Finally got it working Friday. We don't typically do prod changes on Fridays, but we got it working nonetheless, and yeah, we're slowly finding some small issues to go along with it. And so that's fun. It's fun in terms of, it's always something to learn, and I kind of, I don't like to work on things where I'm not going to learn anything. It's not that I don't find that it's a waste of time, but it's nice to learn new things. Keeps things interesting. It makes makes for good conversation, and yeah, I mean, what's the harm in learning? Make you smarter, make you more knowledgeable. Makes it easier to relate to things. So passing up all my quest mobs. Either that or they're just now respawning. I think there was another player here not too long ago, riding off into the sunset. Alright, what am I missing? I think it's those star corals that I still need. It is. Oh, I need one more. One more. Really don't want to change to a channel just for one starfish. So I'll walk back this way. Should be one. Somewhere. Anywhere. It might. Maybe not. Come on. Give me one starfish. Star coral. Whatever there we go. There you go. Alright. Let's go back on our way. So we'll go back, we'll turn these in, and look at campaign. Use the ruins location map to find the first location. Crimson Hills. Alright, is that like in my Awesome Tentacle? What's this? Hey, look at that. It's right there. And the one thing I said was probably useless. I ended up needing. So, holy crap, what do we want to do? A pile of stones, haphazardly toppled. These must be ruins Nosfera talked about. And one particular stands out. Lick it, break it, or touch it. rock. So we're either going to lick it, break it, or touch it. Let's lick it. It smells pungent. Tastes like blood. That's probably wasn't the best idea you ever had. Touch it. It's rough and slightly warm. That's weird. There are scale-like fragments and cracks on the surface. I'm not quite satisfied with the findings just yet. Appears to be body parts inside. Alright. That's interesting. Some of these quests are kind of interesting to read. The only reason why I read that one is because the options was to lick it, break it, or touch it. So licking it was not I guess an answer. Apparently it tasted like blood and was very pungent. I guess. Can't say I've ever licked a rock that I remember. Yeah, shit. I probably should have kept doing that. That damn map thing. Of course. Yeah, alright. I'll go turn... wait, no, they're right here. Turn them in right here and I'll go see what else we can lick, touch, or break. More power shards. Alright, where's the other one? Anti-shock scroll. Greater crits. Why not? Ooh, am I gonna level? Probably not. I'm close. Not close enough. Alright. So we are working on the campaign quests for Signia. And it turns out we can lick, touch, and break rocks on this first part of the campaign. So, have any of you guys licked a rock? I just thought I'd ask. So, I mean, it's not something that I wake up every morning and I think about. Hey, let's lick a rock. Although I do wonder who actually comes up with these storylines, though. Storylines and the options. It's like, hey, let's try and slip in these little pieces of humor. Let's see. This corpse of a Balar, crumbled ruins, not that far from this corpse. Footstep behind you. Oh no! Hey, what's going on, Lichlord? Welcome back. Where am I going? It's Tuesday, right? That's about as that's all I feel about Tuesdays. It's just Tuesday, because Tuesdays typically suck for me. So we'll go up that way. Yeah, Tuesdays are normally really busy for me. I'm typically in meetings most of the day Tuesday. about 7:30 to about 11, and then normally from about 1 to about 2:30. So pretty much I get nothing done on Tuesdays. Yeah. How about you? How was everyone's Tuesday? Yeah, long is right. It, I live. If I took out all of the traffic lights, I live in a more of a suburban area, not quite totally rural, but it's almost to that point. And if I took out all of the lights, the traffic, and everything, I could get to work in about 20 minutes. Add in all of the school buses, and it doesn't matter what time I leave in the morning. I've left at 7 o'clock in the morning. I've left at 8:30 in the morning, and it doesn't matter. It takes me about an hour, almost a full hour, to get to my office. Now in the summertime, it'll be really nice because we're actually moving offices and we're moving closer, and it will take me exactly 8 minutes to get to work. One stoplight, and it's one turn. Oh, it'll be beautiful. Cannot wait. Where am I going? There's a hill somewhere. Hmm. Yeah. But Wednesdays are nice. Wednesdays are definitely nice for me because I don't have meetings on Wednesdays, and then it's halfway to Friday. But then Thursdays suck, and Fridays are pretty good. It's even better when I can work from home. When I can work from home, but it doesn't seem like that's been very often lately. Actually, no, I shouldn't say that. I worked very lately. I lied. I actually worked from home every single day last week, so that that is a beautiful thing when you can work from home. Typically, I'm supposed to be in the office at 8 o'clock. That's normally about when I get in uh, on a good day, and that since I'm salary, my hours kind of vary a little bit more. Some days I work a little bit longer, and then sometimes I get in early. And no, you guys probably understand that. But when I work from home, oh, it's beautiful. I can literally roll out of bed at 8 o'clock, grab some coffee, go back downstairs to my office,
Huh? What is it?
and just work. Yeah, the only caveat to that is I typically end up working about an hour later. But that seems to be pretty typical for people who work from home. People who work from home tend to be happier. They work longer than normal. So, all right, where are we at with our campaign? Man, it's already almost midnight. Sarpan's leather belts. Hmm. Did they completely remove Catalan from here, or is Catalan still around? Anybody know? I'm not gonna look it up right this moment, but I remember specifically. I thought it used to go from used to be able to go from Ingerson to Catalan, and then you can choose between Catalan and Signia. I thought this might have been like pre 4.0, 5.0 maybe, but well, probably definitely pre 5.0. All right, where am I going for this? Talk with Nixon, or whatever this guy's name is. Where's it at? Oh, way up there. Alright, I'm gonna use the scroll because I'm gonna be lazy. I don't know. Lynch, when did you start playing Aion? You played for a while, or? Where's the flight guy? That's the obelisk I want. What the fucking flight guy? Teleporter, ethercraft, teleport device. Let's see. Where I'm supposed to go? Alright, yeah, let's go. Oh, when free to play hit. So that was actually quite a while ago, wasn't it? Is that 3.0? Free to play? Or was that 4.0? I thought it was. I think that's actually around when like Aethertech and Bards came back. So I think that's when I came back, and then I was here for a full um, a full expansion. Then I left.
I've been waiting for you. I'll be at the Black Fin Village, shrouded in shadows and out of sight. I'll see you before you see me.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've never really been hardcore into this game. Um, it's always been very, very, very casual. And back then, I'm pretty sure you could agree, very, very casual did not get you leveled very fast. So it's kind of an issue if you ever wanted to do any type of end game. Oh, private server. Private servers aren't bad. I used to play um, private servers for various other games. Not Ion. Um, I remember when not Ion used to, or when that came up, and at the time when I was looking at it, it was invite only. So then that kind of fell by the wayside, and I never looked back. So many instances. Rinse his base. Sweet. I got 3 minutes on those. Whee. Yeah. Yeah, why even bother advertising the server at that point? Yeah, if you're talking about not Ion, back when it was invite only, yeah, I don't know. I'm, geez, back then I couldn't even tell you how I came across it. Um, Because yeah, that would have been, wow, that would have been what, 2010. Yeah. Well, and you know, in private server probably also meant that they probably had, you know, enough, enough power, uh, to sustain X amount of people without them losing money. But then again, I don't, running a game server like this and hosting it, keeping it up, and inviting, 100, 200, 200 people. I mean, you're going to be paying for that energy. It's, it costs money to run servers. Um, I mean, I know I used to run storage servers before I moved to this house. I was doing that for a while, and then I had to migrated everything off to the cloud because it was running up my electricity bill, and it just wasn't good business. So um, yeah, it's one thing I think a lot of people forget. Game servers, load balancing, that stuff takes work, and it takes money. Yeah, a lot of time and effort to run the server, maintenance. Yeah, you want to automate some stuff, run ops jobs on the back, and whatnot. Downtimes, updates, keep things patched, keep hardware patched.
Soil dispersed in the coral
That's a job in itself at times.
In the meantime, I will prepare to prove my hypothesis.
Moderators to keep your players in line from killing your system, hacking and whatnot. Doing stuff they're not supposed to for in-game wise. Yeah, I would never run a game server unless I was charging for it. But yeah, there's a lot involved with that. Not to mention, I don't even have the bandwidth myself to run any of that. It's running a small business is a challenge in itself. So I already run myself too thin. Let's see. What am I looking for? Looking for this back then Coast Watcher. Coast Watcher. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I think the only private servers I really ever dealt with was for Warcraft. Those were a little bit easier to set up. You really just had to change the what was it, the it was the gateway. It was the small line. Uh, yeah, I don't remember what it's called. The connection, the port, and whatnot in one of your config files. Those were easy enough. Um, And then normally you just get on it and you'd level or fast track yourself to, and then you'd play it for about, I don't know, half a day and then give up on it, never come back to it again. Ghost Watchers.
Is there something you want from me? There is a unique mural in Blackfin Village. I require a rubbing of the mural. Well, get to it then. Go!
Oh, what do I have playing in the background? Sorry, just a moment. I got something that is playing in the background. Alright, I think I got it. So let's see. I don't want to heal the frickin' bones. Jeez. Oh. What is it? A rubbling tool. An unusual mural. Alright, I guess it's up here. Have you guys done any reading on the 6.0 patch? That's I can't tell if Korea already has it or if it's in beta for Korea. Uh, I don't know. I think it's going to be quite some interesting changes. Where the hell is this? Mural? Really? Huh. Okay. I'll get some of these quests. Yeah, the 6.0, who was I talking to yesterday? Who was I talking to yesterday? I think it was, Insane. He was, saying that there were a couple of zones that were going to be removed, like completely removed from the game. And, yeah, they're actually removing, is it Verderon? They're removing Heron, or not Heron, Verderon, Eltnan, Theo, and one other one. Holy crap, really? Oh, no, come on. No. Stop. Stop. I don't want to die. Yeah, so I guess they're removing four zones from Elios side and 4 zones from the Osmo side, and then 2 from Bellaria. Which I'm not. Oh my god, are these guys just gonna chase me forever? Alright. He should turn back. He should turn back. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Alright, I guess this guy wants us to fight. But yeah, no, I thought that was interesting myself. I'm like, they're seriously gonna get rid of 2 of the main starting areas after Poeta. But then after some further reading, I guess they are completely revamping the leveling from 1 to 75. And then they're going to make 75 to 80 doable within, I guess, a couple of days. I guess whatever that means in Korean. But yeah. Like I think they're removing the entire upper half of, I don't know what you call it, Sanctum. So no more outer dock, no more, was it Protector's Hall, where all the crafting and stuff is. Yeah. It's gonna be, I was just at that one. Where's that at? Where's the ancient creature fossil? It's a hard location, really. It's a hard location. Oh, wait, it's that one bone looking thing I had over here, right? Where's the bones? There were bones over here. Ah, that thing. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how much of the Korean content that we will actually get. You know, we as in North American and EU. Um, yeah, those are. I would imagine they would keep a lot of the stuff in sync. Otherwise, I mean, you would make you ended up making the entire game vastly different. Let me turn this on. Oh, back over that. There. Yeah, the one thing I don't get though, which is still kind of dumbfounding to me, the fact that they're getting rid of all of the crafting professions. So there's no more alchemy. There's no more uh, weaponsmithing, armor smithing. None of that. So I don't. It'll be interesting to see what they actually decide to replace it with. I mean, they've got to replace it with something. Um, yeah, and I know it seems hard to believe that they would actually somebody would actually remove all of crafting uh, from a game. Uh, Here, let me. I'm just gonna do the dust, I guess. Here, let me. I'll share with you the link that I have. So I'm still kind of taking everything with a grain of salt. So because I've just been kind of poking and prodding here and there. So it seems a little too good to. I don't know. It just seems like some weird information. Yeah. Well, and the thing about having a lot of pissed off people is I had plans for when I had an entire process I had planned out for when I got to 75. Oh, that's casting speed. Uh, Give me a running scrolls. Um, I had an entire process planned out for when I got to 75. I was going to do what I did a long time ago to make money, which was alchemy, and to uh, basically create, uh, wind serums, DP jellies, and scrolls and whatnot. A lot of the more consumable items that people need on a regular basis. Back then, I did pretty good selling them. But if all of that is getting ripped out, that's going to be a big game changer. Magical accuracy. Alright, so. Alright, so we've got to be. I'm not even looking at my level. I didn't even know we were almost 58. So now I gotta go do quests. Quest. Which I have almost none. Um, I don't want to go do this. I don't want to go do this one. Use the repair tool. So let's go back that way. There's the teleport tool. No, that's obelisk. Want this. Yeah, those notes are crazy. And that's just Korean, so the system piece is the only one that I've actually looked into. There's if you scroll down to the bottom, there's character changes, there's map. I think there's more detailed map changes, and stuff like that. What is it? I think all of the skill changes are with the characters and classes, but yeah, there's some crazy stuff in there. Like just glancing over it earlier today, sieges are changing. Um, yeah, 4 new instances, new currencies, which probably just translates to new metals, like usual. Looks like they're revamping the UI system. I haven't actually looked at that yet, so new quests and organizations. That's typical with any uh, any expansion. So yeah, it'll it'll probably be like any other expansion that they've put out since since free to play. It'll probably rock everybody's world for a while. Alright, where am I supposed to take this thing? It's where is it? Alright, artificial aether generator repair tool. No, I don't want the fortress. I want this artificial repair tool near artificial aether generator in the sky above. Oh. Good lord, I didn't even know we could. You can't fly in here, can you? Yes, you can. Oh. little things, I tell you. Okay, so if I can't fly up there, then where do I get up there? No. Oh, where do I turn this in?
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Oh, come on, don't make me grind out this. Unstoppable. Oh, I got that with 57. Increases stun and penetration. 3 minutes. Interesting. So, alright, what else do I got? I don't want to do redness. Oh, just give me some quests. I don't want to do. I don't have enough time to do the solo instance. I have to do that first thing. I have to start that first thing tomorrow. I have actually done. I've done this solo instance, but I remember it taking quite a while. The first time around. Let's see. Floating death. Alright, let's go see if these are going to be worth any while. Increased XP. Actually, I think this this XP and drop rate buff ends tonight, or I guess when maintenance. I believe it ends during maintenance. So let's go. Keep going. Let's see, where are you at? This is so different than when I remember it. I just don't remember when they made this change. I really don't like this zone. It's not my favorite so far. Yep. Yeah, that's all. According to the notes, I mean, yeah, that's all been being removed. And I know that website's been around for quite a long time. So, I mean, I would give the website some credit and authenticity, but yeah, it's yeah, it'll. I don't know. It's almost too good to be true to see how much they're actually removing is just mind-boggling. Um, but you know, since I think 5.0 or 5.0 5.8 was released not too long ago, Yeah, I would I would suspect it'll probably be a fall released, at least. But then again, that depends on when, if and when, Korean Korean servers got it. Um, but did I seriously run out of quests? I really don't want to do it. Although that'll get me my 58. And I need, well, actually I need 58. Alright, I guess I'll put on my grind shoes for about 5 minutes. But yeah, one thing I'm actually kind of interested in is to see how they're gonna revamp yet again the leveling. Um, because I mean I don't know how much more you can actually revamp it. I mean, unless that's the whole purpose of why they're removing the zones. Um, that could be my only conclusion to that is removing the zones is part of revamping leveling system. Because I've always found that to be one of the issues with Ion is, you know, Ion gets a lot of new people, but I feel that they have a hard time, you know, retaining those people because you know you get people from like World of Warcraft and like Terra, and the leveling systems are completely different. You know, Ion is a true Korean game made American and European, and it's a grind fest. So, you know, I don't think people are truly prepared for that, and they don't stick around. Not to mention, you know, a lot of the people that like I mean, when since I've been in the zone, uh, how many other players have we seen? I've seen two since I've been here, which has been pretty much the entirety of the stream so far. Now you go do that in World of Warcraft, you won't see that. You'll see people all over the place. Um, but yeah, retention I think is Ion's uh, well has been one of their biggest problems. Yeah, I mean one of the reasons why they've had so many server merges and yeah, I think there's such a huge gap between the people between the levels. Alright, 58. We can continue our campaign. So, alright, where are we going? Alright, at least we have an outpost we can go to. I think we can at least fly to that one. Right. Yeah, they change things so much between expansions, and it makes it hard for yeah new players to keep up. It's yeah, that's why I'm a little worried, but yeah, a little excited for 6.0. I'm excited because I want to see all the changes, uh, but I'm a little worried that it's gonna kill a lot of people's hard work and progress that they've made, you know, over the years. I mean, essentially, it almost seems like it's going to be an all new game. Yeah. Yeah, veteran players, those who have been playing for, I would say at least 3 months, you know, would understand some of the changes, at least majority of the changes. Maybe not all of them. Um, Holy crap, all the graphics kind of wigged out and. Hmm. But yeah, veteran players are going to be more immune to the changes. But someone who literally just joined, you know, uh, say someone who's never leveled a character and they've just got, you know, say level 30, 40, 45 maybe, and you start throwing in all these changes, yeah, it's gonna get a little daunting.
Hey, I'm going to the etheric fragment outside the base. Once that's done, meet my daughter. I mean, Luna. That should allow us to investigate them more fully.
Yeah, I would agree. The low level stuff is not very rewarding. Um, the so yesterday, so when I first made this character, right when you get out of Poeta, excuse me, right after you get out of Poeta, you get the Davian fledgling Dava set. That's level 10, and I literally use that all the way up to I think 56, 55 or 56. So it's yeah. I mean, I like to change gear, but the reward's not there. There were gear sets that were somewhat close, and I would have liked to try, but they don't really give you a chance. So I think Ion's kind of running out of options to get new players up to max level fast and actually hang with a lot of the veterans. But yeah, the leveling process sucks, which is actually part of why I'm doing this. So all of my streams, you guys can actually um, go back on my YouTube channel at Mines Gaming 45 and look at uh, not if you really wanted to, you could rewatch all of my streams going from level one, from the very first cutscene in Poeta. But part of the reason why I was doing this is I want to actually kind of gather, the time and kind of log it a little bit on Ion's leveling process before 6.0, before they rip everything out. Um, I don't know how many hours I kind of have into this. I mean, if I had to guess, I think I have one stream that was about 3.5 hours. Um, Outside of that, I mean, I would guesstimate I probably have about maybe 16 hours so far. Yeah, the Chanters changed quite a bit since I've last leveled one. Um, some some of the things that were stigmas are not stigmas. So like, was it rage? Yeah, rage spell. This rage spell was, I think, one of the very first stigmas that you'd get way back when. That's a spell now. Blessing of the Wind is a stigma. Yeah, I think they overall had a lot of stigma changes. They moved some of these spells around uh, to lower levels, which would have helped immensely back then. Um, but yeah, it just made, without them, yeah, it made the uh, Chanter's damage so low, and yeah, it sucked. Yeah, Chanters did not get good until about 45, and that was when you get your first greater stigma. Let's see. And I lost all my buffs again. Buffs. But yeah, I mean, if you were to re-level, start from scratch, a chanter, yeah, um, it wouldn't be. I'm pretty sure you would enjoy it. I actually kind of want to go back and see what the cleric experience would be. I remember clerics were stupid hard to level. At least until you started doing the instances, and then, geez, people would just swallow you up. They didn't care what level you were. You could be, level 34, and everybody could be 40, and they'd still let you in. I'm actually just gonna use this because we don't use DP enough. Yeah, DPS clerics were insane though. They could definitely put out some insane damage. And I always watch I would always see the PvP videos of clerics just nuking, 3 versus 1s, and it'd always be inspiring to create a cleric, and then I'd go create a cleric, and then I get about 2 hours in, and I'd say this sucks, and then I'd go back to my chanter. I don't want to level a priest again. Oh, come on, I just check this out. I have actually always wanted to level a cleric though. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing it with this though. This time around, I may be sticking. I'm probably gonna end up sticking to one character, and that'll probably be my main focus. Mainly because there's a lot of stuff I want to experience before 6.0. Whatever it is they decide to do, and then yeah, kind of share that experience with everyone else. It should be pretty fun. Mainly, I want to try my hand at some PvP, some end game PvP. I haven't actually. I really do miss that. But yeah, like you said though, it's becoming quite pay to win. I always mess that one up. Aether Tech I never did yeah, I mean, I myself, I never leveled Aether Tech. I didn't necessarily like it. I felt it kind of, I don't know, was kind of, how do I put it? It seemed out of storyline, I guess. You know, throwing in, you know, the Gunner and the Aether Tech, it was kind of, to me, it didn't really fit the Aion, uh, you know, background. However, a Sin, uh, I did level a Sin. I think that was probably my third character. And back then, yeah, you in order to actually play or PvP with a Sin, you had to be pretty close to the servers or within, you know, like the same state or pretty close to the same region. Um, Otherwise, yeah, you would on screen you would look like you'd be right behind somebody, and you'd really be about like 10 feet behind getting nuked. Um, no, that was really my downfall. Was back then I had really shitty internet, so my Sin skills couldn't keep up. Yeah, memories. Yeah, the enchanting. I never I actually have not kept up with any of the enchanting stuff, so I really don't even know how high you can go. With enchanting, I think I've seen plus 25, which cost an insane amount of materials and money. Um, yeah, I remember plus 10 was hard enough to get in itself. Yeah, yeah. I think when Plumes came out, I think that was about um, right about when I stopped playing. Um, yeah, because I think I was doing their what you call it package, premium package, which really did nothing for you if you were still leveling. So in a sense, it was kind of a waste of money, and I never got the real full experience. Um, and back then, I would have rather saved the $15, take the $15 and spend it on Incoin, and then buy the AP boost pack. That is probably one of the few items that I thought was worth it in the Black Cloud, was that AP boost pack. But then again, that kind of goes back to pay to win. So the PvP all day. You know, I actually went looking for. I saw the community on Twitch, and I actually went to the website, and I was actually sad that it wasn't that it was down. So because I was looking for. Uh, I was actually looking for Zarami's Twitch because I knew back then when he was streaming, I was there for his very last stream for Aion, and then he was going to go play League of Legends, which from his Twitch it looks like he does, but I can't tell the last time he actually streamed. Um, and then there was, oh, who was it? The Ranger. Um, is it Muffler Man? I always liked Muffler Man. That guy was pretty fun. His videos were pretty fun to watch. Just to watch his commentary on egging people on, where I guess he would prove, you know, back then that you know, I almost starting to be pay to win. But then again, I think he also kind of stressed that, you know, skill over gear. as well. But yeah, it was Vinlocks. Hey, thank you for the follow. I forgot. PvP all day is your website, isn't it? Forgot all about that. I used to watch you stream all the time. That was some good people back then. Yeah, Zarami. I looked forward to Zarami's streams. But yeah, I'll never forget the PvP video, the promo. That is one badass video. I still like it to this day, because yeah, there's some insane parts. It just makes the hair on your skin stand out. But then again, that might also be the nostalgia of Aion. So, but it's really good. Actually, where is that video? I'm gonna post that. That's an awesome video. Because it was not too long ago that I was actually watching it. Yeah, the PvP all day commercial spot. Yeah, that was an awesome video. So if anyone in the stream has not seen that video, that is probably single-handedly one of the best videos for Aion. PvP wise, that's a good video.
What's with that expression? This document looks like an old order from Tiamat. Here, have a look at this translated document. You'll learn something more important than you might think.
Read the decipher below.
What's with that expression?
Yeah, I miss those days too. I just wish I had a Max character then.
Not far from here, I saw one
But
of Tiamat's
then again, I think I also
Go and examine
I did not. I was still on my old PC,
Tiamat's seal.
so I did not have. Actually, no. I did have a good PC. My internet sucked. So PvPing was anything outside of sieges was not wasn't worth it for me, mainly because of all the rubber banding. That's on the other side. So. Oh, wouldn't you level faster doing solo bash? Probably. Yeah, probably. I mean, I'd probably also level faster also doing BT, or Retina. A redness, I think. Yeah, there's... Oh, come on. Don't crash. Okay. I was afraid the cutscene was going to crash me there for some reason. So... Where is... At the moment, no, actually, I don't have any level 75 tunes. My highest level, long time ago, I did hit 60, when 60 was the cap. Outside of that, I think I may have gotten to about 62, but unfortunately, I don't have access to that account anymore. So I started playing Aion when I was in college, and I used my university email. And since then, the university decided to upgrade their mail platforms. So when they upgrade their mail platforms, they end up purging anybody that's already graduated. So I lost pretty much everything attached to that email, including my NCSoft, or not NCSoft, but my Aion account. And I actually didn't know that until about after 2 years, after my email was gone. So yeah, it sucked. So, but that's all right. Oh, 60, 58. All right. The gear. So the gear, I'm actually rocking the Elite Fledgling. That's the stuff that they give you after, what is it, you hit 55? Yeah. Yeah, after you hit 55. 55 or 56. Yeah, I'm still on the free set. So... some more over here. Turn in.
I offer you tidings, no matter which ancestor you call father.
I think that's it. Mana stone bundles, all this other stuff. No, actually, I have not arms fused the staff yet. I think the reason why I was waiting on that, because I still have the other fledgling box where I can get the other staff, and I wasn't sure if fusing two of the same staff would be worth it, or if waiting for a staff that was, slightly, I don't even know if you can get one slightly better at this level. But yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, because if I remember correctly, it was, you either fuse them, well, you have to fuse one that's an upper and a lower, and everything keeps on the upper, so everything keeps the higher one. Yeah, I really haven't been doing really too much out of actually focusing on questing, and that's primarily because of always arms fuse, even if it's something crappy on the bottom. Yeah, it's probably true. Yeah. So yeah, and actually, yeah, I don't even think I've been to Sanctum. In probably, yeah, I haven't been to Sanctum in a while. So next time I'm there, I'll arms fuse the same staff. Oh, what else do I got? Yeah, I could. Yeah, I could get these mobs down faster. That'd be true. Can you arms fuse here? Or is it at the? Is it at the village? Don't be. Oh God, you don't even need an NPC now. All right, let's see about this. It's the maze, someone's staff. Don't even need it. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Let's click the anvil. No shit. Hmm. Wow, that is good to know. Huh. Learn something every day. Look at that. Well, thank you. The more you know, but I don't have the the little rainbow, right? Oh man. Yeah. See, I should probably tell you how long I've actually been away from this. Good Lord, what else can you do on that? Modifying enchantments. Oh wow, they changed everything. Jeez, you could do your own godstones too. Huh. Tempering. No. I take it you probably don't need an NPC for any of these. That'd be huh. Well then. Hmm. G.I. Joe, yeah. Well, I guess that's the battle. You can remove your own mana stones. Oh man. Do the mana stones are still destroyed, aren't they? After they're removed? Or did they change to that too? Take them out and sell them? Yeah, so many NPCs out of work. You know that probably means you know kind of explains why NCSoft is going to be doing quite a big overhaul in 6.0. Wow. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Who needs mana stones? You can't even insert them in these. I don't think I've even seen a piece of gear drop that even needed them. Yeah. But stats. Oh, okay. pages of stats. Nice. So what if all of that does? Rest of the socket not available. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see him now. So I wonder if they implemented the ability to hide the mana stones, because I remember, yeah, I remember I used to have a smaller screen than I do now, and sometimes you would scroll over and just between the sockets and the bonuses, it would take up so much space on your screen you almost couldn't see everything. Are you helping him, Ellie? Yeah. Yeah. Well, I never played Osmodian very often, so maybe I'll see you out in the battlefield, right? What is it? Is it? I think it's the one of the event quests. You just talk to the NPC. They give you the gear. Yeah, I got a long way to level. It'll be a little while, so yeah. Yeah, I gotta get there first, and then work on gear. And then by the time I get the gear, it'll be 6.0 time. So yeah. What am I doing with this? Oh, let's see where I'm at. Alright, fleet. Alright, anything else? Let's find. What is this? Seriously. So where's the next one? I actually read the quest. Inflict or dragons can find butterfly. What the hell is this? Alright, I guess I'll kill some stuff while I'm waiting. time. Alright, talk with Telos. Where's he at? Telos. Back at the same camp. Gonna give away your account? Thinking about it. I know, you want to start over. You want to start from scratch. I feel you. Yeah, several weeks is pretty common with me as well. Except for lately, but uh, this is... I'm running out of quests. Yeah, because I don't have time to do the Sky Fortress. And I'm not about to grind out 25% at 58, so... G. Yeah, seems like all of the battle royale games are coming out of the woodwork. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not against them. I like them. I just I don't have time to play everything that I want to play. I think they're pretty fun to watch because there's some really good people on Fortnite and PUBG. Once you get into PvP, everyone becomes an a-hole. Well, yeah, Kabuki, that's when you get good and you start, you know, kicking people's ass and keeping them down. Yeah, people are gonna become assholes. The same way in Aion, piss people off, and then the whole world crashes around them. Yeah, and then the funner part about PvP and Aion is, you know, there's no ghost walking back. There's, yeah, you know, if we're, you know, say if I was in this place and you got, you know, I forgot to bind somewhere, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to get all the way back here, and then I'm gonna be really pissed. So that's oh, they break out the general, yeah. Yeah, but when people break out the generals, that's points right there. That's meat, you know. Then that's when the groups start forming, and it's when everything starts to get fun. Yeah. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, when pets can one shot you. Actually, I would say when any pet can take you on alone and kill you. That's when things are starting to be broken. Yeah. It's 1 o'clock. Where's Sky Fortress? I think it's around the corner. Yep. Alright, so I think so that's about 1 o'clock my time. Um, I'm gonna end up calling it a night. Again, I got a meeting in the morning. So much fun. So tomorrow's game plan is, well, at least hit 60. Um, we'll do Sky Fortress, and then maybe we'll see if we can get into some what is it, Redness? Yeah. Yeah, let's see if we can get something like that. Or maybe we'll go back and see if we can do some BT if I remember how to get there. But yeah, don't do Sky Fortress. Waste of time. I didn't do it very often. I just remember I remember it being insanely long and I hated it. So, but yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow night. Um, hopefully I can hit 60 and we can continue with the campaigns. And yeah, thanks guys for joining. I will see you guys tomorrow. Later.